Hi, I'm Sean Patrick Dorsey.
And I'm Jennifer Lopez Dorsey, and welcome to People, Places, and Things, where we talk about whatever we want. And, oh, my phone's gonna die. Let's make it quick. Happy wife, happy life is totally true. If I'm happy, the whole house is happy. However, I will say, when my spouse is happy, the house is also happy. And we've had some real crappy times in our marriage, like real crappy, where you're just ready to walk away and you just don't want to be there anymore, and you think, I can find somebody that's going to treat me better and is going to treat me right.
How did I end up marrying this person?
Yeah, like, what's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with me?
That is not the person I married. You know, like, you might say all those things to yourself, and I don't know, we got to a point where it was almost over, and then I think I just prayed a little. And I really talked to a lot of my friends. And then we somehow drew in or attracted these people within actually the company we work for that love their spouse, like, unconditionally. They love on them every day. They respect them. And it was so inspiring for us to see that. We went on this cruise in April where we met all these people, and it was so inspiring, and it actually saved our marriage.
Yep.
Because we surrounded ourselves with people that, you know, were living kind of the life that we wanted to have with one another. And it's really just setting an intention and then practicing and following through with that. So, like, you know, when someone isn't doing what you want them to do, or they're saying the things that are maybe mean or not respectful, that's the best time to just send that person love, whether it's your spouse or a friend or a neighbor or whoever, and just love on them, right? Because eventually they'll either just get tired of it and they'll disappear, or it'll rub off on them and they'll start acting the same way, you know?
Sometimes the easiest thing to do in a relationship is nothing. That can be the worst.
What do you mean?
To do nothing, put no energy into that marriage. You know, like, we go to work for 8 hours a day. We have to go and we have to do it. We have to show up. Well, we should be putting some time and energy into our marriage. And
oh, you mean put time in? Okay, you said not to give it energy. I was like, what?
Yeah, and I never did that for a long time.
Yeah.
I put energy into me and not into us. It really showed.
Well, and it's like, when you're with someone, you pick that person to date or to marry for specific reasons. There was some kind of characteristic or personality trait or something that they did that you loved and you fell in love with most of the time. And, you know, it's hard to remember those things because life gets in the way. You have kids, you work, you sometimes become very negative. You've had, like, you know, just traumatic experiences happen, whatever it is. And so it kind of pulls you away from each other. So we are trying to have what we are calling now an intentional marriage, which means I think of Sean as my best friend. You know, if I have feelings of anything, I want to be completely honest with him about everything and anything, not just about our relationship, but just, you know, like, we all have a best friend, and usually for women it's another woman. But I think it's also important your spouse should be your number one priority. And if they are good for you, that's amazing. You're already one step ahead of the game. But if they're not, maybe just changing the way you're thinking or how you're talking to each other, and keeping in mind that men are very different from women. So women, when we talk, you know, we want somebody to go, yeah, like, acknowledge what we're saying, where men just kind of sit there and they don't need that. Like, when they're talking, they don't need their spouse to acknowledge what they're saying unless they ask for it. So there's very different things within the personalities of a male and a female relationship. And that actually, I think I learned that from Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, or whatever that book was that came out years ago in Oprah's book club. It's a really good one. And but I don't know, I think just taking the time, like, we really try to do dates, which it sounds, I mean everybody would say that.
Yeah, but it's not always just a typical date. Like,
no.
A date for us now is
going to the gym.
Going to the gym in the morning.
Yeah.
doing this people, places, and things, like we would have never have done this before.
Yeah. Like the other morning, we were just really tired, and I know I need to listen to my body. So instead of getting up at 4 a.m., getting ready and being at the gym for, just before 5 and doing our workout, we woke up and I said, I'm tired and I think you probably need rest too. Why don't we sleep in today and we'll have a rest day today, unscheduled rest day. And we did that. And then it was like, or I think Sean maybe went to the gym and I slept. I don't remember. I slept until like 7 or 6 or something. And then, he was like, I missed you this morning because we didn't have our gym date. And I did too. And it just kind of threw the day off. So that was important. But then on top of that, we also schedule like time where we actually go out and have a meal together and sit. And we've always been the kind of people that when we go out, we actually prefer to have friends there. Because it makes it interesting and it gives us something more to talk about, because we really do spend a lot of time together, especially in the days where we didn't have any money and we were really broke. Like,
I enjoy
not BS broke, like actually we were really broke and couldn't do anything for like 8 years, and we were having 4 children. So we didn't do anything, so we just learned to spend time together and make, have an outing and go for a walk was going out with the family or whatever. Like we wouldn't go out for dinner or anything. So yeah, I genuinely enjoy Sean's time, and he, I think, genuinely enjoys mine.
You do.
And we understand within our relationship who's better at what and who contributes what to the relationship. So I know there's certain aspects of when things need to get done around the house, he's better at it. Or when the kids need to be spoken to about a situation that's happening, sometimes he's better at doing that than I am. So we play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses, which makes us a really good team, right? Hashtag power couple.
All of this stuff takes time, practice, feeling each other out.
We are not perfect. We are far from perfect. If you're watching our show, People, Places, and Things, and you're like, they're so cute and they get along all the time. We do not. We fight just like anybody else. We just don't go live when we're fighting.
People, Places, and Things is like, what, 5 to 7 minutes conversation?
Yeah, out of 24-hour days.
Yeah, so this is what we let you see.
And I don't like him every day, and he doesn't like me every day, but we respect each other.
Yeah.
And so we are not perfect. We are far from it, but we're learning along the way. And these are the little tidbits that we want to share with you, because we hope to inspire you to have that loving, caring, dedicated relationship with your spouse or your partner that you want. And it's different for everybody. The capacity that you want it in is different for everyone. So on that note, just make sure your communication is open and you're honest. Even if the communication is hurtful sometimes, it's good to just talk about the issues and work through them. And if you need help, to get help. We've both been to counseling for our marriage, and we're constantly talking to people that can help us with our marriage, friends that have a good marriage and asking their advice and all those kinds of things. But we've been through a lot, and I think that has strengthened our relationship. And just the fact that earlier this year we were really not doing well at all, and I just wasn't even sure what was going to happen, to totally doing a 360 and really feeling good about things now. We have our moments, but overall, we feel real good, and we're working together as a team. So
somebody said to me earlier this year, remember what you about what your wife fell in love with.
Talk louder.
Remember what you fell in love with her about. Somebody said that to me earlier this year.
It wasn't just my good looks. Oh, he likes my humor. He gets my humor.
Yeah.
If life only had background music right now, it'd be like, wah, wah, wah.
Okay.
So you guys have a great weekend. We sure will. And we hope you're having a wonderful Friday. So think of 5 things that you're grateful for and 2 reasons why you're grateful for each, and then write them down. And go to your spouse or your partner tonight and tell them 2 things that you absolutely love about them and why. And just give them a compliment. If you can't think of 2, 1's good too, but 2 is always nice. So we hope you have a great weekend and you love on your spouse. Give them lots of love, even if they're a jerk. Give them love. Be the bigger person.
You can't love them enough.
You can't love them enough. Take care.